Hey guys, it's me, Hamas28, and we're back once again for the first time in, let's see, this is February, so January, December, 2 months, and playing this game. It's called Minion Masters. If anything you can relate it to, it's probably closest to Clash Royale, with some very good differences that I really enjoy. It's why I play this game quite often, and like, the big thing that I love is, essentially, you are a slave master. You're forcing your minions to fight for you. I mean, the full name is Minion Masters, forced to duel, and I mean, it's basically what happened. I mean, look at this guy right here, Apep. I mean, look at his description. He's a snaky bastard. He like forces people to fight for him and shit. Like, he has this shield totem, makes him invincible. Then there's these other ones. It's what I like. You can choose different what are they called? Masters. Like, you got this Rambo character, but he's like a rat. Like, what the fuck? Got this guy. Everyone hates this guy because he's basically the huntard of Minion Masters. I enjoy this foe a lot more, though. He's great. Look at this. He has one arm and one leg. What happened to the other one? Well, if you look, it's his fucking staff. His staff is made out of his other arm and leg that he tied together. Like, holy shit. And he wears like a loincloth, but he has no genitalia. Like, no reason. But I've been running Apep. He's really nice. Now then, there's like deck building and shit. So you get to hold 8 cards, you know. As you can see, there are duplicates, which is very nice, but it's different how it works. If I click on that, as you can see, it goes down, and you gain a wild card slot. Lets you add duplicates to your deck. It's very nice. Let's see, where is that one card? That card. And let's see. This is correct. Yeah, this is fine. And as you can see, you're right. You can hold 6 deck slots. You get 1 at first. I believe the other 2 unlock at level 10, and then the last 3 unlock at 40. For now, I'm level 29, bronze 3. And let's jump into a game. Looks like we're getting into a game. Controls are pretty nice. You hold 4 cards in your hand. They are activatable with Q, W, E, and R. You can instant cast by double tapping any of those keys. It's super nice, and it looks like we're against Pancake. Now that's a card. I'm gonna put that up here, and then put this. I'm gonna hold on to these because you see Apep's gonna attack and kill this guy, and I don't like that there, so I'm gonna get rid of that like so. Now you see, this guy's running like a face deck. High AoE. That card's basically a battering ram. Goes through, ignore shit. See, I'm gonna place that here. Now mine's basically a ramp deck. As you can see, there's the experience gauge right here. How this works is, at 20, 60, 120, and 200, you gain a different ability. I'm gonna put down this tower here. If you've seen the Inferno Tower, it works a lot like that. And at these different tiers, you gain new stuff. Now, Apep has a basic attack, of course, and I'm going to save it for that so I can kill those guys, like so. Yeah, they all got killed. And his basic attack is, if I can highlight over it, it's not working. Luckily, I know what it is by heart, so I don't have to. It's essentially, he hits very hard for a large amount of damage, and I'm going to have to take that out. He hits very hard for a lot of damage, and for every 5 cost and above card in his hand, he gains, I believe they nerfed it recently, it's 30% bonus attack speed. I'm going to play this to get rid of that, and I don't like that card you just played. I'm going to cycle this. So as you can see, at level 20 XP, I gain a random card. Build that. At 60, I got a shield totem that makes me invincible. Can you shut the fuck up, Setsu? This master is named Setsu. She's very unique in that, if you look here, Blast Entry, it's a card that basically makes her join the battlefield. It's very powerful. I'll do that. Let's see, my third one, Greater Gift of the Serpent God. As you can see, Gift to the Serpent God, Greater Gift. And will that take it out in time? Yes. Greater Gift of Serpent God gives me a higher cost card. Because this one gives you a 2-cost card and reduces it by 2. This one gives you a 4-cost card and reduces it by 4. It's a very powerful ability. Let's see. She unlocked combat reload. Every time she casts a spell, she instantly reloads her gun. Because the way Setsu works is every time she... what's it called? She has 5 auto attacks at very nice speed. The only problem is after those 5 auto attacks, she has to reload for 5 seconds. So it's that trade-off there. And it's kind of hard to talk. Okay, my 4-cost card is Blind Date. It's a very powerful card. Essentially what it does is oh shit. That's... oh no. Okay, I can't play anything right now, so I'm just gonna play this. What is this card? If you just saw that, that's Gax the World Bomb. He is a very funny card, if I had to say so myself. Essentially what Gax does is, it is an anti-swarm type of card. It deals damage to everything on the battlefield when it explodes, but that's not the main point of this card, Blind Date. It's normally a 4 mana card that you drop, and what is it? And essentially, if I just show you here, it's a spell. As you can see, it makes this, and it creates something that costs 5. As you saw, it produced those. I'm gonna place this. I'm nearing 200 XP, which unlocks Mana Frenzy, which essentially turns these and these into things that give me mana. Gonna take that out like so. I'm gonna send this over. So the aim of this deck is to essentially build up a massive early lead, and through Mana Frenzy just take over the game, because it's extremely easy. I'm gonna block that with this. Play that up here, because as you can see, I have 3 up right now, and you should never let anyone have 3 up, let alone 1 up, for too long. And you'll see why in just a moment once I hit Mana Frenzy. I'm gonna play this. Now look how hard my mana level spikes extremely quickly. Every time the minion, gonna kill that, gonna cycle. Oh, and I won anyway, nice. Because essentially at Mana Frenzy, all experience is turned into mana. So, let's see, I can show you that card itself right here. You just skip this. Victory system, as you can see, you earn points. 90 points, that gets doubled on win streaks. You win gold every time you get to a new league, so it's bronze. I believe you start off at wood, then stone, then bronze, then silver, then gold, then platinum. Last season I made it up to platinum, just because you start getting net deckers. You can see what kind of decks they were running. As you can see, this guy had a very heavy face deck. He had 2 rammers. These cards just run straight towards buildings. And Setsu's pretty cool. It's really geared on this style of sending your master to go in and fight with you. So if you see here, right click on the shrine. Generates 15 experience over 60 seconds, regards XP incorporated. So essentially this bridge shrine at Mana Frenzy becomes 3 mana, generate 15 mana, and as you cycle through your deck really quickly, you just keep creating so many that it's insane. Now let's see, people are fucking each other in the chat. And let's see, I can bring up Gax the World Bomb. If I click crafting and I go up, what would it cost? It cost 5, I believe. Let's go to 5. There he is, Gax the World Bomb. He is a legendary minion, as you can see here. Hatches from an egg and creates an extreme explosion on contact, dealing 100 damage to everything. Everything. Look, he even has a special damage bar right here. World damage 100. You do not want to fuck with Gax the World Bomb. Although it's not necessarily all that powerful against my deck. If you saw, let's see if I can bring up the Legionnaires themselves. Where are the Legionnaires? Include uncraftable cards. There we go, Legionnaires. Legionnaires themselves have 150 health, so they're not going to die too easily. 65 mana, you get 4. It's pretty nice. Which means my deck fares fairly well against everything. Let's take a look at some of these masters. Now, if you want to get into playing this game yourself, it's $20 to buy in, but you really do not need to buy in. It's quite simple, actually, to follow them. They send out keys like all the time. If I remember to, and I still have them, I will put some keys in the description for people that claim them. I'm not going to put that in the title though. That way people that actually watch the video to the end can get those keys themselves if they want to play. And if you're looking to play, you should definitely look at playing Volko. He's very simple for new players. His only difficulty is he can't attack flying enemies, but he has a AoE damage ability towards ground units. He's actually very strong against my deck just because he deals tons of damage in an AoE, so you can take out my legionnaires. And then the other one that's also good for beginners is the Stormbringer. He's very good for beginners because he doesn't add any complexity to the game. If you look at his abilities, long shot, he gains global attack range, so he can attack everything. Aerodynamics, your range minions gain +2 range. Lightning reflexes doubles attack speed. So as you can see, instead of 3 damage every 3 seconds, DPS of 10, he gains 3 damage every 1.5 seconds. It's pretty good, but he's just very boring. This is like his entire thing. Might as well not have him. And if you look at APEP, as you can see, he gains 35% attack speed for every card he has in his hand that costs 5 or more. And his makes him more complex. You get these random cards. You got the shield totem. Like if you look at Volko, he gets Afterburner, Burn the Bridges, Tempers Flaring, really good. The most hardest master that exists right now is probably Ravager here. If you look here, he has an extremely fast claw attacks, 10 damage every third of a second, but his range is extremely short. So even though he has a massive amount of DPS, he can't attack everything. Anything range just screws him over, but his cards are very powerful. Friendly minions gain Frenzy, attack speed, movement speed. He gets a cheap card that summons a massive tank that heals itself, and then he gets a super massive tank that heals itself for even more. It's super awesome. And yeah, that's been Minion Masters. I'm gonna probably put some more on the channel, you know, just want to play whatever. Maybe I'll open up some of these. See, you couldn't buy them. This is the monetization system. If you do buy in, I did because I wanted to support them, you do get double gold, XP boost, you get rubies and shards. And if you do buy, you might as well just buy all the masters. I didn't. I spent a bunch on power tokens because I'm a dumbass and I wanted cards instead of, you know, like just farming cards. Because they do have a daily quest system, gives you a lot of gold. You will get a ton of gold, like extremely fast, so you don't have to worry about that. So be on the lookout for more of these videos. Also going to be looking to playing some other games. But for now, this is it, and I'll see you all next time.